We're live. Hello. Pop these guys open. I don't know if you guys follow us on Instagram, but we had this hand forged by a blacksmith at the Renaissance Fair. So cool. Really excited, and it works great. I say that and then I can't get it to work. I flipped around. Yay, so cool. Yep, it's been a while since we have been on here. We missed 2 weeks of videos. So we thought we'd hop on and just do a live chat tonight.
Yeah, life's been pretty uneventful.
Well, it's been eventful and uneventful.
Well, yeah.
Hey,
What's that?
how are you? Just doing a live stream. Yes, oh my gosh, the arches were so fun. It was beautiful.
Yeah.
Come on over and say hi to our YouTube friends.
What's that?
We're live streaming. Come say hey.
What's up?
It's on YouTube.
Doing a YouTube live stream.
Come say hey.
Yeah. No one's on here anymore.
Yeah, we just now hopped on, so.
Yeah.
But you'll be on the replay. That's Alex. He works with us. He's really nice. Hey. Hey, Frugal Mama. How are you? So it might be a little loud out here, and we apologize. We are outside. We're at the RV park, and things are happening. People are showing up. Trains, cars, all kinds of things are happening. Tomorrow is Helper Vibes, so we're really excited about that. It's like a little, what?
Just a main street. They can shut it down and have live music and food trucks and hopefully some beer. I don't know. We don't know what it is. We haven't been.
Yeah.
But we'll find out.
Yep, we're excited. It's like all animal themed tomorrow. So basically, they're doing a lot of things for the animals. They've got like an animal parade going on. They've got vaccines for dogs and cats at a really inexpensive price. I gotta wipe this camera off.
I tried wiping.
Oh, okay, there. It's all about animals. I don't know. Maybe we'll dress up or something. I don't have any animal costumes. I could like paint my face like a cat or something. I don't know. Move this back
We're
just
all
a little bit.
animals.
Oh, that's better. We're doing good. I don't know. We're doing good. Just working. Got a appointment with the general surgeon next month. Kitty Cat Nitro, she's on and off. We got to get her some more pain meds and get her probably back to the vet to get an ultrasound.
Yeah, we don't know what's going on.
We don't know what's happening with her.
We barely know what's going on with you.
We have no idea what's going on. We're just making the best of it. Been working on some brand deals, so that's been fun. Trying to think if anything else. I went to the Arches National Park yesterday with my friend Chrissy. That was really cool. Luke's been playing his D&D online. He's been having fun with that. Other than that, it's been pretty chill here. We're enjoying it. It's getting greener in the area. Some trees are, the leaves are popping up. Our veggies are growing.
Yeah. Show me veggies.
Yeah, I could show you. I could show you my veggies real quick. So I still got the thing open. I'll show you guys our veggies. So we've got some spinach growing, some green beans, and some lettuce. And we just transplanted a few of them today, so they don't all look great, but we're working on it. We've also got some broccoli over here. Really excited about it. Some broccoli, and then these are the two more of the green beans that we transplanted today. So they're in a little bit of shock, but also there's been a few campers that they buy plants and they leave them here. I don't know why that is a thing this year, but it is.
Yeah.
So they brought like 3 things of roses. So Chrissy, me, and Melissa should all get a thing of roses. So that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, what have you been up to? The weather is like really nice out right now. It's kind of like a light fall here in Utah.
might have to go grab a jacket because the sun's not going to be up much longer.
Yeah.
I'm already kind of feeling a little chilly.
Yeah. Right. Very cool. Yeah, I didn't give much notice that we were going to hop on here tonight, but I figured it would be nice to hop on and just chat with everybody because I haven't been recording lately. I don't know if it's because I haven't felt the best or it's just because I've really been trying to enjoy things in the moment, but I do need to get back to filming. It's so pretty here right now. We have 3 days off a week, which is really nice. So we have time to enjoy ourselves.
Yep. Spend too much time outside.
Yeah, he works out. He's maintenance, so he works outside 95% of the time.
Yeah.
And I work inside 99.99% of the time because I'm front desk. So it's like when I get off work, sometimes I want to get out and get some sun, but he's like already sunburnt for the day. So sometimes I'll just bring out my yoga mat and lay on it and just like get some vitamin D and do some stretches. It's nice. Yeah. Cheers to the weekend. Woohoo! This is not sponsored by Stella Artois, but they do have really good beer. Yummy. Yep, went grocery shopping today. Just picked up a few staple items. We don't really need that much right now. We're pretty set on food.
Yeah, just gotta replace the usuals: milk, coffee creamer, or not milk, but your almond milk.
Yeah.
I have to have coffee creamer.
Yeah, you gotta have your coffee creamer. I've been drinking the it's called Rise, like RYZE, and it's mushroom coffee. And Chrissy up here at the RV park, she got me hooked on it. Because with all like the weird diet stuff I was doing, I cut out caffeine. And then I realized I needed a little bit of caffeine in my life. And the mushroom coffee has a lot of good health benefits. So I started drinking that. And I like it. It's kind of earthy. It's not for everybody. It does take a little bit of an acquired taste, but it's pretty good after you drink it for a minute.
I haven't even tried it. I don't like mushrooms at all. So like every once in a while, I'll have like pizza with mushrooms if I don't have choice in the matter. But like,
right.
You know, like.
Oh, you've been doing the mushroom coffee too? Yeah, a lot of people have been getting on the bandwagon with the mushroom coffee. So what brand do you use and how do you like it? Because I'm not like brand loyal to Rise. It's just the first thing I started with and it's pretty good. So what have you been drinking? Right now, Luke's got me on a, what's it called? Is it a MAP diet?
Low FODMAP, FODMAP.
Yeah.
But that seems to be helping.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. But like so far, you've been able to eat and not feel like poop immediately after. So
that's true because I was. Yeah, he's right because I was eating and then like I would just feel sick after I wouldn't know what was going on, and we just really couldn't figure it out. So he's been helping me try a bunch of different stuff, and this helps with what is it like? It helps with the gut bacteria, right?
Yeah, it's supposed to starve out the bad gut bacteria and support the good stuff, you know, because like you're like eating and within 15 minutes of eating you're bloated and in pain and feel miserable.
Sick. So
and it's kind of seems like it's gotten to the point where it's definitely food related and it's definitely something gastrointestinal. Mm-hmm. So
right.
We're just doing what we can to try and figure out what helps.
Yeah. You know? But I mean, for the past couple of days, that has been really helping. Yeah. So I'm going to stick to that for a while. He also did some research and got me some, was it garlic pills? Because those are supposed to be antibacterial, like a natural antibacterial. I don't want to take like a handful of meds every day. So if I can do a more holistic approach, that's what I'm going to do. Simply Truth from Kroger. Oh, see, I didn't even know that they had a brand of the mushroom coffee. That's cool. Yeah. Interesting.
I like a lot of the Simply Truth brand stuff, though. It's pretty good.
Yeah, for sure. Very cool. I'll give you guys a quick tour. Like, I'm just like a real quick view. So we're starting to fill up here at the park. We're not super full yet, but come Memorial Day, we are so full. I mean, we have a lot of people coming in.
Yeah, it's picked up a lot in the last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I'd say last 3 weekends have been pretty big.
Right. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. On Memorial Day, we have like a little event happening where we're doing some trivia, and they're gonna put baseball on down there, and they're gonna cook a bunch of food, and I think they're gonna see if Alex will do fried watermelon, which sounds really good. I've never had that, but I love watermelon. So that'll be cool. And then after that is another Helpers Vibes. So the Helpers Vibes like street event is every second and fourth Saturday of the month. And then they also have First Fridays, which is like at a different business. And I don't know, they're just always doing something down here, which is really cool.
Yeah, it's a small little main street. You can walk up and down it in probably 10 minutes.
Right.
You know? But they're definitely undergoing a bit of a transition, I think.
Yeah.
You know? So it's kind of exciting to see a small community kind of revitalizing a bit.
Definitely. Hey, Van Vita Travels, how are you? It is really cool. And like Luke said before, it gets really cold up here during the winter. So I think during the warmer months, people like look for any excuse they can get to get outside. They're just like events.
Yeah, it's like any of the mountain communities, I think. When the sun comes out and the snow's gone, it's like they want to be outside, you know?
Right, for sure.
Yeah.
It's nice out right now, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Nice weather. Yeah.
Still gets a little chilly here at night, like chilly enough that I have to keep the heater on.
Yeah.
But it doesn't run a lot, but luckily we haven't gotten below freezing in probably 3 or 4 weeks.
Yeah,
now,
that's been really nice for us
yeah.
and the plants. I think here in a month we might probably not even have to use the heater. It'll probably be hot.
Yeah.
And we'll be begging for air.
Yeah.
So right now we are in Utah. We've been here since late March, and we'll be here until the end of October. So we're doing a work camping gig down here. He's doing maintenance. I'm doing front desk. And then after that, we don't know where we're going to go yet. Where are you at?
Van Vita Travels.
Canada.
We got friends in Canada, Wayne and Sherry.
Yep.
Miss them.
Yeah. Wayne and Sherry from Forever Free RV, if you want to look them up on here. And they're in Winnipeg. Yeah. I miss them too.
Fruit Mama's in Texas.
Probably
a lot warmer in Texas.
Yeah. We used to be your neighbors. Originally Oklahoma, but that was a long time ago. A few years ago.
Yeah. Still technically residents of Oklahoma. That's where we have all our stuff set up at. But
right. Oh, okay. 5 or 6 hours from Winnipeg.
Yeah.
Cool. We've never been to Canada, believe it or not. We have our passports, but we just haven't been yet. Our friends are trying to get us to go up there and get like a dual citizenship, and we're considering it.
Yeah, it's something we definitely want to do, but right now we have to make money. So
Yep. Gotta make that money, honey.
Sounds like someone's starting a campfire.
That smells so good. People are out walking around, walking their dogs, lighting fires. Seems like it's gonna be a nice night. As long as the wind doesn't pick up too much out here.
Yeah. It's windy here, and it's mostly in the early morning.
Mhm.
Like, the wind really kicks up, but
Yeah.
definitely it's still not calm enough to want to like risk keeping your awning out. So spent all that money trying to fix the awning and haven't even used it. Somebody fixed it.
Yeah, in Colorado, the wind just ripped the awning off. Luke was outside, but like the wind was fine. It wasn't blowing. And then a minute or two later, it's just ripped the awning off. I thought it hit him in the head. It was crazy. Then spent about 8 hours fixing it. He did most of it. He's really handy. I helped, but yeah, we just bought an awning offline with the tools, and we did it ourselves because we were like, we got to save some money. So we ended up pocketing like $1,000 from the insurance, and we spent the other $800 on what we needed. So that was cool. But yeah, like Luke said, we haven't been able to use it since, and it kind of sucks because it's like you're always afraid to use it.
I do have like awning anchors that you screw into the ground that help hold it down and stuff. But you know, if you do that, then if the wind kicks up, it makes it that much harder to put it away.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
So it's just like damned if you do, damned if you don't.
The wind is picking up now, as you can see from my crazy hair.
Let us know if the wind is getting too noisy and we can go in.
Woo. I was just talking about it and it heard me.
Yay.
So what are you guys up to this weekend? Any plans? We're off Thursday, Fridays, and Saturdays, and then we work the rest of the week. So not bad. Not a bad gig at all. Honestly, I don't think I ever want to work a 5-day work week again unless I have to. You just have so much time to relax with 3 days.
Yeah, it's still not enough. But it's nice.
Crazy hair. Oh, we're getting some dust blowing across there.
It's Paul. Hey, Paul. We were just
Hey,
reminiscing
Paul.
about you the other night. We were talking about our old D&D group and talking about how much we miss you and Taylor and who else was there? Paul and Taylor were like
What have you been doing? Let us know if the wind is too loud and we'll go back in.
Yeah.
And the kitties, yeah. Whoa. It is blowing our computer around. Oh my gosh. Y'all from Kansas too? No, right now we're actually in Utah.
Server farm.
Like a server farm. Oh, for computers, I'm guessing. It took me a minute. Oh man, it's good to hear from you. Dang.
There we go, man. I'm getting cold.
Are you getting too cold? Yeah, we might blow away if we stay out here too much longer. Okay, guys, we're going to take you inside. Excuse the mess. We live there. Whoa. All right. Going inside. Let's sit here. Give us just a minute to get set back up, guys.
What's the saying? Bless this mess.
Stop it. Is that yours? All right, guys, we're back. We're back. The hair is
Planet Moolah.
Planet Moolah, like the game, the casino game. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, Utah is beautiful. Our favorite place we've probably visited so far is Colorado, and Utah is really beautiful. Honestly, we need to visit more places. We haven't been a ton of places north or on the East Coast. We lived in Florida for a year, but we didn't like that.
Yeah, it's been neat. We've only really seen southeast Utah. We drove up through Moab, saw the Monument Valley, and all that jazz.
Yeah.
But
it's pretty out here.
been north yet towards Salt Lake or anything yet. So
Yeah.
we'll get there eventually.
Yes, I have a gambling streak. No, my grandmother, she loves to go to the casino. So that's like what she does. She's like, "Hey, let's go to the casino. Here's some money," because she still thinks I'm a baby. And that's fine. I'm her baby. So she takes me to the casino and we play games. And yes, my sister, one of her favorite games is Planet Moolah. So I know that one.
We'll have to get back in touch, Paul. Miss you.
Yeah, I miss you, man. Luke's been he's been playing D&D online. You want to tell him about your group or what's going on?
Not really.
He's not in love with his online group, but
it's online's just hard. It's not the same as playing in person.
Right.
So.
Yeah.
And they're all a bunch of kids. So I'm like the grandpa of the group. And it's kind of, I mean, it's still fun, It's not like I'm miserable playing. Otherwise, I wouldn't play. But like, it kind of drags and they go off subject and sit there and talk about stuff I don't have any clue about. Like, whatever these young kids are talking about nowadays.
So for the next 6 months, we are.
Kleiny.
Well, we're gonna be here. That's our kid. One of our kitties. This is Kleina. She's Princess Kleina.
Say hi. Paul's on there. Remember?
Kleina, do you want to say hi to Paul? Say hi to Paul. Say hi to Paul. He's on here.
Hi, here's my butt. Oh.
Paul said, "Oh." So we're gonna be here in Utah. Actually, Kleina, that's actually that's inappropriate. This is the family channel. We're gonna be here in Utah until October 27th, work camping, and then we don't have any plans after that. We have no idea what we're gonna do. We just haven't thought that far ahead. So we could be anywhere. We could be Canada, we could be Oklahoma, we could be Washington. Just don't know yet.
Yeah, no idea.
Try not to plan that far ahead.
Man. Hey, Nitro.
Paul says, "Keep whining, you whippersnappers."
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, we don't. It's nice to know where our next gig is, but it's almost pointless to try and plan it more than like 3 or 4 months in advance,
Yeah, for sure.
Because a lot of it depends on our mood and what we feel like we want to do at that time. We might end up deciding that we want to go back to Oklahoma and see family.
Sorry.
We might decide we want to
knock the beers over. Oh, Nitro's out eating.
I know. I want to see more green. So we spent last 2.5 months or so in Quartzsite, Arizona, which is desert. Like most green you get is cactus and sage bushes. It's kind of the similar here. We got more trees here, luckily.
Yeah.
But most of it's just short shrubs and, junipers and sage bushes still.
Yeah, it's more green here, but you still have like some desert vibes going on. So with California, we've only ever been just right over the border.
Yeah.
I can't remember the name of the town, but we went over there to get groceries because it was probably like the closest grocery store from where we were.
Yeah, it's very southwest or southeast California, so still kind of the desert. You know?
And I think we went to a long-term visiting area there too for a minute.
The hot springs.
Yeah. But I would love to check out California more. It would just really be dependent on if we could get a job that paid for us to live there. Because California is expensive, their food's expensive, their gas is expensive, but I'm sure it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Highway 1 is amazing if you ever get the chance.
Yeah, that's the coastal highway that runs right up the coast of California.
Oh, yeah.
Here it's really nice. Would be super fun. Probably not too fun in an RV. But...
I don't know. Yep.
Muppets or Sesame Street or whatever.
Oh, the Yippers. Nope,
Nope.
nope. I can't remember what those are off of. Yeah, we have 3 kitty cats. Kleina, the one you just met. Spy, she's in the bedroom. And there's Nitro, and she just came out to get some food a minute ago. She's got some health problems right now. We don't really know what's going on with her, but we've been taking her to the vet, and I think next is going to be an ultrasound.
Yeah.
So we can figure out what's wrong with the baby.
Yeah. We've been living in the RV for a year, just over a year now.
Yeah, like a year and 3 months or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. We got the RV whenever we were living in Florida. I think it was like August or September of 2021, and then we worked on it, and then late January we hit the road.
Yeah. We don't do any online work. We do work camping. So like right now we're at an RV park and we're working there and living here. So works out good. We don't make a lot of money, but we don't pay rent. We don't pay utilities. So
yeah, and we get free laundry and propane at cost. So it's kind of like
right. Yeah. So it's in the end it works out pretty well, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, Paul, it is sad. We don't know what's going on with her, but we'll get it figured out.
Yeah, she's in pain. It's just we don't know where. The vet thought it might be arthritis because she's the big chunky cat. And at first I thought, yeah, maybe, but as it's gone on, I'm like, I don't know. I think it might be organ related. I'm wondering if it's her kidneys. But they did blood work on her and stuff like that, and didn't notice any signs of anything.
Yeah, I did urine tests.
Yeah. So I don't know if it's what it is at this point, but
they gave her pain medicine, so that seems to help a little bit.
Yeah.
What's anything scary that's happened living in your RV?
The scariest thing happened living in the RV.
I mean, for me personally, like when we're driving on a really super windy day and it feels like our whole house is going to tip over, that's kind of scary. That's kind of scary for me. Luke handles it pretty well.
There was one time I had the rear, like right wheels jacked up and I didn't have tires on it. Well, I had one tire on it and it shifted on the jack stand and almost fell off. That was kind of scary.
That was scary.
But luckily one wheel was still on, so it kind of caught and was supporting itself. But we haven't had any major drama in the RV, you know.
Luke's worked on cars before. Like he has a long history of automotive, so he kind of can fix stuff before it goes wrong.
Yeah, try to keep up with everything.
Yeah.
Nitro, they're all within a year or two of each other. I think Nitro's the youngest, so she's probably 7
or 8.
Yeah,
she's not old by any means, so that's what's kind of a little weird about it. But
she is big. She weighed 18.8 pounds at the vet, so she should weigh about 9 to 12 at the most.
She's a big girl. She's a chunky chunk. Yeah, she's big.
Yeah.
And we have this desk in here that's pretty high, so she'll jump down from it a lot, and we don't know if that's like putting pressure on her.
Yeah, but I would expect that to be maybe like, okay, if she's getting arthritis in her joints, but not in her back like the vet thinks, you know. But
yeah. Also, stop feeding the marshmallow fluff. Yeah. She's so hard to say no to. Like we've tried to put her on a diet before and she screams. She's like, meow. And I'm like, oh my God, this poor princess is being tormented.
Yeah, but once she gets to feeling better, we're going to go ahead and stop leaving food out for him. We'll just start feeding him like 3 times a day or something.
Yeah, 2 times a day. Yeah, because right now she's only eating a little bit. And the vet said, don't worry about getting her on a diet right now. Just worry about her actually like eating.
Yeah.
To live like you do for 2 people, how much would it cost a month on average? So that's a hard question because it's totally up to the way that you want to live.
Yeah, and the biggest factor is how much you're traveling. So if you're burning gas and bouncing around a lot, that's when it's the most expensive for us.
Right.
But realistically, like,
We probably, I think in the desert when we weren't traveling much, we can live on about like $800, $900 a month. And that's with all of our bills included and everything like that. Now that we pay $50 for our T-Mobile hotspot, and then we pay about like $80 together for our phones. And then that's including like all the food and insurance, you know, so
payment.
there's just stuff you have to pay. But I mean, if you can be really frugal if you want, like don't have phones or don't have internet, or, you know, just eat more frugal, you know, like there's a lot you can do.
Yeah, we do have solar. We have 600-watt solar with 200 amp hour battery. So yeah, when we're boondocking it, like in Quartzsite, you don't have hookups, so you have to go get water, and you either have to run your generator or use solar. So our solar takes care of all of our needs, except for it won't run like our microwave. So if we want to microwave something, we got to turn the generator on.
Yeah.
But other than that, you know, like it costs you a fortune to make a solar system big enough to run stuff like a microwave and your air conditioner, because those are high load objects. But
Right. I would say another thing though to keep in mind is like we kind of try to keep it more on the lower end. Like right now we're spending more than $800. We probably spend like $1,500 a month right now. I don't really know. It's hard to say because we've been trying to experience things and, you know, just eat out and do different things. Some people, they spend $3,000, $4,000 a month. Just they would if they were living at home, or more maybe, because they want to experience all this stuff.
yeah.
We try to do a lot more stuff that like the locals would do instead of just going crazy with like tourist traps, although those can be fun. Yeah. So
Yeah.
just depends.
Yeah, it's worth just visiting. Like Roswell to me is like the definition of a tourist trap. You know, like I'm glad we stopped.
Yeah.
I don't regret having stopped, but I don't know that I'll ever go back.
You don't need to. You can do everything in a
Right?
day. And
Yeah.
And then to find out, one thing we learned when we got there was the crash didn't even happen in Roswell.
Yeah, it happened like 45 miles
Yeah.
north of
And I'm like,
Roswell
what?
or something. Yeah.
So, but yeah, it's, you know, it's fun. Have we tracked how many states we visited so far? We have before.
Yeah. We have a little map that the previous owner put on the side of the RV, so we've kind of been marking where we've gone through. But let me see if I can do a quick little count real quick.
Yeah, you look that for us. Was it both your ideas to live in this lifestyle, or did one of you have to persuade the other? So we both wanted out of the rat race. Like we just weren't happy. And I saw Luke really, really unhappy at his job. And it was just like, it wasn't for us, you know? So we talked, we planned. It wasn't something we did like, you know, at the drop of a dime. But he was a little weary because he's a provider. He wants to take care of us. He wants to make sure we're okay. So he wanted to make sure we had some place to sleep every night, which is totally understandable. Me, I'm like, yeah, we could get a box and like sleep under a nice bridge. It's fine. But once he realized, you know, with an RV, you do have a place to sleep every night. And we just kind of stopped thinking about all the things that could go wrong and how maybe things could go right for us, and just decided together to go ahead and take the plunge.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, but no one wants to visit BFE, New Mexico. We visited a few places in New Mexico.
We've been to 13 states since we've started RV life.
Yep.
We've managed to completely avoid Louisiana, which
I don't know
fine.
how that happened. We went right around it.
Yeah, there's no reason to go to Louisiana.
I used to live in Louisiana
we visited Louisiana like when we went on a cruise. We've been there before.
Oh yeah, New Orleans. Yeah, we went there and it was pretty wild. So some states we've visited more than 13, but in the RV we've only visited 13.
Yeah. We didn't actually go into Nevada, did we?
Nevada.
I don't think we did.
I think we went there for a second.
I don't know.
It might be 12. We're not sure.
Well, that was 13 without Nevada. So.
Oh, okay.
And I hardly count California because we literally just went like 30 minutes across the border and then moved back across.
Right.
But it still counts.
Yeah.
Technically.
I'll tell her you ask about her. You know she's really private and stuff like that, so I won't say too much. But I will say she's doing well. The baby's doing well, and I think she's hosting her own D&D games now. So I'm really proud of her.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm jealous.
I can ask if I can give her your number or you her number or something like that, so you guys can get in touch since you're both close to each other. I think the New Mexico has the worst drivers in America. Oh, you know what? Yeah, I've not been to Florida.
I mean, I lived in Albuquerque for a little bit, and in Albuquerque, New Mexico, the drivers were pretty.
Were they bad? Okay, well
Like,
maybe.
you know, but for me, it was like if it just rained a little, like there were wrecks everywhere.
Oh, really?
Because it rains so rare there that like all the oil buildup on the road
Yeah.
makes it turn into like a slick.
Wow.
So and then people just forget how to drive in inclement weather.
Wow. I've never been to Boston, but that was my two. It'd be Florida and Texas, but I've never been to. I didn't go to Albuquerque, and he lived there, so
they're pretty good. But
yeah, I'll chat with her, Paul.
Pretty much every metro area is just terrible.
That's why I like small towns, man. Like I love it here because there's no traffic.
Yeah.
Just love it.
Yeah, we can actually ride our bikes here and not worry about getting run over. I mean, you still have to worry, but not like actually have to pray that you don't get run over.
Yeah.
You know?
We went to the 9 Mile Canyon here in Utah the other day, like last weekend, I think. And the roads are so nice and paved through there. They're only like 10 years old, I think. And we rode our e-bikes down the streets because there's no cars coming.
Yeah, it's in the middle of nowhere. It's all ranch land, so the occasional like tourist will drive through, or the occasional like farm truck. You know?
But you just stay on your side and they go around you. Like there's no road rage or anything. But they're really curvy roads, and we got up to like 25 miles an hour going down those roads on our bikes. And I think our bikes were only rated for like 20.
They're 23 miles an hour. That's when the limiter cuts out.
Okay. Well, we went to 25.
Right. Going downhill.
Yeah. So that was cool. Utah gets a bad rap, but it's truly a gem of a state. Yeah, I mean, I won't get too far into it. Politically, it's not really our bag, but then you find little gems like Helper, and you're like, this is cool. And it's beautiful. It's a beautiful
There's a certain website that we can't visit now as of about 2 weeks ago. If you know, you know. If you don't, just Google it. Like, then you realize that, like, oh man, that's rough. It's really rough.
Mormon people are really nice too. I mean, honestly, like everybody's been really nice to us here. Yeah, everybody's been pretty chill, so we like it.
Apparently, this county that we're in, Carbon County, it's kind of, since it was an old mining town and stuff, like has the most diverse people in this county. So it's kind of like the rebellious county of Utah.
We found the perfect place. We really did.
So, you know, been talking to a lot of the locals here, especially the younger people that are trying to kind of put their mark on the town. It seems cool, and there's parts of it that are like very appealing. Mm-hmm. The fact that like there is room to like grow here. There's opportunity here if you can find the niche and, you know, take advantage of it.
For sure.
But also there's a lot of risk here, and is the town gonna evolve, or is it just slowly dying and we're not seeing it, you know? Like
it is cool though, because it seems like, I don't know, this neat little pocket in this really weird area. Like you wouldn't think, but it just works here. There's like, we met a barber here that was really cool, and we went to a yoga, or like a cycling class, not for bikes but for menstrual cycling, me and my friend. So there's like a lot of progressive stuff happening here. And I said the barber, and that doesn't make sense, but she's a lesbian barber, and the mayor here is also a lesbian, so it's like kind of cool, you know. And we were just like finding our people here. A lot of people are like, hey, you guys should move here. We're like, maybe.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
I'm all for bucking against the trend, but
Yeah.
we've lived in conservative states our whole life. It'd just be nice to not like have to swim up that stream.
It would, but it's hard for us because we're looking for a small town with
Yeah.
progressive vibes, and those don't really exist.
Right.
So I don't know. Here's like the closest we found so far. Come on, Paul, think about it. A website that you can no longer use.
A very important website.
I seen that in the news. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah.
30 years ago, you weren't allowed to buy any caffeinated drinks in Utah. I believe that, honestly.
Yeah, I remember there's that Mormon tea or whatever that like Harlan was telling us about, that since they couldn't have caffeine and stuff.
Oh,
They
yeah.
couldn't, like they don't drink coffee. Mormons can't drink
Yes,
coffee.
that's right. They don't drink coffee. That makes sense, actually. It's really hard here to get a liquor license as well. Like very, very hard. It costs a lot more money than it would in other places.
Get more
Paul,
mature,
stop it.
Paul. like a adult website.
Yeah, and that's all we'll say.
Very,
That's
very
all we'll say.
iconic and
Come on, we want to keep this video monetized. But yeah. I would live in Utah if my wife was interested. Yeah, it's nice here.
Okay.
Hello.
Oh.
It is nice here. I don't know. We think about it. We go back and forth. We still have so many places we need to visit to know for sure. Oh, that is a cattail. Did you guys see that? That's a cattail, a fuzzy cattail. This is Spy. There's the second one you guys get to meet. Hi, Spy. I'm sure you'll meet all of them tonight at some point in time.
True, probably.
Yeah, she's not feeling the best. Oh, Spy, come on. Yeah, maybe, Paul. I'm gonna have to DM you, Spy. Yeah, Spy butt, fluffy butt. So yeah, Spy totally tried to take over as the dungeon master a few times.
Yeah.
I miss her plonking down on the table while we were gaming. Yeah. If people are in the room and they're doing stuff, she wants to be right in the middle of it. Yeah. Little booger. How'd we meet? Oh, we're going way back, huh? So, what year is it? So we met 12 years ago on Craigslist. We weren't in the personal ads or anything like that. He was looking for a model for a fashion show, and I was on there looking for gigs. And when we chatted online, we both thought each other were very rude.
Yeah.
Because things get misconstrued in text, yes. And then we met in person, and honestly, we were pretty much inseparable after that for the past 12 years.
Yeah.
So we've been married for, what, 8 years now?
Yeah, I think.
I think
8 years.
I think it's going to be, yeah.
This year will be 8 years, I think.
Yeah, this year will be 8 years, yeah. So that's the short version. Yeah.
Mr. Pryor. Have we ever met Mr.
Hi,
Pryor
Mr.
before?
Pryor. I don't think we've met you before. Hello. Welcome. Thank you. You had amazing chemistry, Paul.
Just remember, you were one of the people that came and visited us the day before we left for Florida. Like, that was really nice and really cool.
Yeah. We talk about you, we really do, because especially when he's telling his D&D stuff, we're like, man, Paul was so awesome. Like, he was so lively and he was so fun, and you just don't get that energy from everybody, you know.
Yeah.
So. Yep.
Pandemic ruined everything.
Yeah, Luke always talks about that, how he had like the most perfect D&D group ever, and then COVID came and messed it all up. Yeah. Well, we're glad you came by.
Yeah.
It meant a lot to us. Would you guys rather... Oh, wait. Remember when you smacked me in real life during a game? No! Did I do that? I'm sorry. I do weird
He
shit
probably slapped
sometimes.
his arm or something.
Oh my gosh. Paul, remind me. Because I was either like having a little drinky drink or I was getting real in character. I need to remember. Like, tell me what happened. Oh my God. Sorry. Yes, I do remember that video challenge. I was hoping one of us would get it. Checks. Nope, never been on a live chat, but been watching for a few years now. Oh, cool.
Nice.
Well, hello. Welcome. Very cool. Very cool. So whereabouts are you, Mr. Pryor? Are you from Oklahoma by any chance? Pryor, Oklahoma? I don't know. So maybe it's a reach. Paul, I hope you're typing because I'm getting anxious. Ohio. Okay, cool. Ohio. Like the Jim
Ohio's
Carrey
one of
show.
those states that I think might be getting slept on a lot.
Yeah.
Because I was like, land's decent in Ohio. Seems pretty reasonably priced. But
Yeah, we should check out Ohio. We have not been there yet. So he says it was during Cobain's solo arc, and my character's mouth off to some frog prints, and you were so shocked to find that you swatted me. One of my absolute greatest gaming memories ever. I'm so sorry, I don't remember. I get so wild and so like into my characters sometimes that like I don't know what happens.
I was rereading
I
some of my old campaign stuff the other night. I'm trying to remember. I don't know if it was a frog prince, but there was a giant frog.
But you know what? You did mouth off to a lot of characters, so I probably did swat you. Like it sounds like something I would do. The look on your face was priceless. Was it like, that's the best I can do. West Virginia is the state that gets slept on.
Yeah, land's pretty reasonable out that way
Ooh.
too.
Yeah, because eventually we're wanting. Well, here's our goal for those y'all that are new. We're wanting to travel around, see a bunch of places, and eventually get some land, make a little homestead on it. So yeah, if you have any ideas for like areas, shoot them our way because we still have to visit a lot of places. So Ohio, West Virginia, Cincinnati, but not Cleveland. Spent many months working in Columbus. You were just like, oh my gosh, should I actually do? Yeah, New York is not on our radar at all.
Yeah.
No, too many people.
Well, I don't know, like New York State, like that's a big state.
Oh yeah, but not New York City. You know what? It's not off the list. Right. Mexico, I mean, we're open. Like Mexico is not closed off by any means. New York State, yes. New York City, no. Right. Okay. The laws have gone crazy. Oh, I haven't really been keeping up with them, but the whole US has been going kind of crazy. So yeah. How's your Spanish? Hey. So. I can ask to use the restroom and I can order food. I can say some stuff. I mean, it's okay. But if we were gonna move there, I would definitely brush up on my Spanish.
Yeah.
Like, ¿cómo te llama? What's your name? You know, I don't know, basic stuff. Going forward, nobody can buy a gas stove.
Yeah, a lot of states are starting to ban gas stoves. We were watching technology explained or whatever.
Yeah, you're right.
And arguably, like, unless you live in a rural area or in an RV, you know, where it's cheaper and makes more sense to have propane or natural gas, then there's not much reason to have gas stoves nowadays. But
right, kind of outdated. Yeah. Taxes are a big killer. I'm not talking about crime. Okay. South Texas is good for land. Honestly, Texas is really never somewhere we even considered. We've driven through there, but like we don't really like Texas, just like politically and like it's just. But I mean, maybe South Texas, like really close to Mexico, that would not be bad. Oh my gosh, here comes a debate.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you guys talk it out.
I've always been a fan of gas stoves too. I really have. But like to me it's just like, okay, like all right, the flames are this little, it's a low heat, like it's a little weird with the electric stuff, but
It is a little weird.
yeah, with the advent of like induction stoves, have come a long way. And I mean, everyone's got their preference,
Right.
but I would love to get away from fossil fuels as much as possible.
Right. If possible, I would like to too, just for our environment. But I mean, we do have a propane stove. Like we live in an RV, so
What convinced me was the day I finally bought an electric push mower, and it was so quiet. I didn't have to deal with gas and oil changes and the stink and the exhaust and the noise.
yeah.
It was just like, oh my gosh, it's so worth it.
Yeah, for sure. How many times have you gotten discouraged and thought about quitting RV life? I mean, like, if I'm being completely honest, I haven't. Like, I've been so much happier in the RV than I've ever been in a house. You can travel, you can meet people, you feel much more independent. And like, there were people who were like, don't do that, that's a bad idea. And I'm like, your life's completely different than mine. Like, you don't know what is good for us. And this ended up being really good for us. I mean, that's how I feel. I don't know if maybe Luke's had some
That's never
doubts
crossed my mind. Like, I mean, it's so similar to like normal housing, only you can take your house with you.
Right.
You still need to have money. You still need to be able to maintain a comfortable livelihood and stuff like that. But like, we're in the right age group that we're employable still. We have a good skill set for what makes us employable and working campgrounds and cabins and all that stuff. And like, I'd rather be doing it now than when we're 70 and can't bend over to pick up our shoes.
Right. I mean, everybody makes different decisions in life. Some people wait until they're old to travel, but like for us, we want to just be able to experience things and be in good health while we do it. So
the worst time I've had was when we first got to Quartzsite and we knew that we were going to be sitting around for like 3 months doing nothing. And I couldn't stop thinking about work.
He couldn't. It was like
I couldn't relax.
Programmed in his mind.
I couldn't relax until I knew we had a job pinned down for the summer.
Right.
So we reached out to these people here that contacted us months and months before, and Paul was like, "Yeah, we'll take the job," just so I could clear my conscience.
Yeah, because he could.
And after that, I was happy to sit around for 3 months.
Yeah.
And do shit.
Right. Paul says, have you ever had to ride out a really severe storm, either driving or camping? Curious how a RV compares to traditional house or even a mobile home.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that one time on the lake in Arkansas.
Oh my gosh, when we were boondocking for the first time ever.
Yeah, our first ever night, like boondocking, which boondocking means you're not plugged in, you're not hooked up to septic, you're just camping on what you have with you.
Right. And we were out in the boonies, okay?
And we were parked maybe 15 feet from this edge of this lake, and this huge storm came blowing.
We're new, okay? At this point, we're new.
Huge storm blew in. Your typical like Midwestern like thunderstorm, crazy sideways winds, lots of rain, thunder, lightning.
It was loud.
And the wind was blowing, hitting us broadside and kind of making the whole rig shake and like towards the lake, It
was scary.
And there was a couple points where it was like, oh boy, but even if it did tip us over, we were far enough from the lake, we would have tipped into the lake. But definitely was enough to make you pucker up a little bit that night.
And the next day when we woke up, we were stuck in the sand, and we had fun with it. We were like, oh gosh, yeah, it's rainy, let's go. So we just grabbed the blocks that hold the wheel, and we just started digging out the tires, and Luke was like trying to get it to go, and I was cheerleading him, and we made it. So
yeah, it was fun. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And that same night we heard gunshots being popped off at the lake, and it was kind of given like a Hills Have Eyes vibes out there. It's pretty creepy. Yeah. But it was fun. It was like fun to be scared,
Northern Arkansas, I was just like, they're just shooting, it's like when you grow up in Oklahoma, Arkansas, like gunshots are like par for the course. you know.
Yeah, but in Tulsa, you have to play gunshots or
and-
fireworks. Yeah. And that's a scary game.
Right.
So, yeah. Sometimes any job is better than no job, even if it's just for peace of mind. Exactly. That's what he needed at that time. Planet Moolah says, how often do you stay in Walmart parking lots?
We've only ever done it once.
Yeah, we did it once when we came into Colorado,
Yeah.
and it was a really nice Walmart parking lot. And they had signs saying RVs and trailers can stay for 24 hours. And there was a bunch of other ones there, so we stayed. Probably the nicest one you could pick to stay at, too.
Yeah, it was in Trinidad, Colorado, I think.
Yep.
But yeah, we try not to, just because, like, I mean, I understand if you're doing a long haul, trying to cover miles, and like it's convenient, it's easy, just stop and sleep. But we've slept at more like truck stops. We've done like Love's a couple times, maybe, or Flying J or whatever, you know, truck stops. We've done those a couple times.
Yeah.
But generally, like, we try not to like drive more than like 3 hours a day, and pick a destination every stop. So like either we're stopping at a campground, or we're boondocking, or, you know, we're getting somewhere, you know.
Yeah, and we like to stay in nature as much as possible. Like, especially if you're driving all day on the road, you just really want to be like surrounded by trees and grass just to relax. You know, that's how backwards horror movies start. Honestly, it legit felt like that when we were in there. I was like,
so some Walmarts have, a lot of like the Metro Walmarts have banned overnight parking, which is whatever, fine, you know. But a lot of the rural Walmarts and stuff, they're totally fine with it.
Yeah,
so,
it just depends on your area.
We get about, on a good day, we'll get about 8 miles to the gallon.
On a bad day, about 6.
We haven't really, I think
6.5.
I think 7 is kind of, if we're going uphill, then yeah, we're getting about 6, you know.
But yeah, really bad mileage. So that's why when we travel, we're very thoughtful about where we go, and we don't do it every week like some people do.
Man, we spent a fortune the first month when we went from Florida to see my dad in Kentucky and then into Oklahoma. We spent so much money on gas.
It was crazy.
It hurt. So that's another reason why we're talking about not even going back to Oklahoma this winter, just because it costs us $1,200.
It's expensive.
It's I mean, I'd like to go back to see family, but like it's hard on the wallet. You know?
Yeah, because you just saved up all that money and then you're just spending it again.
Yeah.
What kind of internet service do we use? You want to get that one?
So I'm on, my phone's on Visible, which is unlimited hotspot. So if that doesn't work, then she's on Mint Mobile, which is T-Mobile network. And then we also have a T-Mobile home. What is it?
Home box. I don't know.
Wi-Fi, 5G, whatever.
Yeah.
And that's worked actually really good for us. So for $50 a month, it's worked really well.
Yeah, really well. I mean, a lot of people are like, what? You have the home internet. How do you do that? You just buy it and put it in your RV. They sell specific stuff for RVs, but you don't have to use that.
They haven't flagged us or anything. So
yeah.
How much to fill up the tank? Over $140, depending on how much the gas is, but about $110 to $140.
Yeah. He's fine.
I forget how big of a tank it is. I think it's a 40-ish gallon tank. So
yeah.
Cheaper to park in the storage lot and fly to okay.
It would be cheaper if it wasn't for our kitty cats, because we couldn't do that to them.
So we gotta watch the kiddos.
Yeah, if they're not coming, we're probably not. But yeah, I mean, if it was just Luke or I, it would be much cheaper to do that. No, I don't think we're gonna get a dog. There's no plans, especially in the RV with our 3 cats. If we ever got land one day, maybe, but it's not really in the cards for us right now.
Yeah, like there are some wonderful dogs out there, but like dogs require a different level of attention and stuff
than cats do. Yeah,
we're just not willing to give. That's why we don't even have kids. They require too much attention.
We're just kind of like more relaxed people. And like our cats kind of like when we open the door, they look over like, oh, you're here. When are you going to feed me?
Yeah,
and that's like what they do.
When they want pets, they come and get pets.
Yeah.
Know?
So
like to be a good dog parent is like you have to walk them 2 or 3 times a day, and like,
they're very attention seeking, and it's just like not really a vibe. But maybe one day we'll have to play with other people's dogs. Me too. I'd expect to be running at 2G speeds at all time. Cats are mostly self-maintaining. Yep. Kids would be tough to travel and RV with. Yeah, we think so for us personally, but there's a lot of families that do it.
Yeah.
It's just about the kind of people that you are. We're just not kid people. We love kids. We love to play with our nieces and nephews and then send it back to their parents.
Yeah, I don't know how I mean, for one, to even have kids, like we would never have done this. We
just
couldn't afford to, you know, like we just wouldn't be able to afford to feed an extra mouth and have the bigger rig and need, all right, so now we have to have a fifth wheel, and now we have to have a $115,000 truck to pull a fifth wheel, and it's like, well, that's out of the question. We can't do it.
And there are things that Luke and I could do that we could just not do if we had a child. Like, this was a long time ago, but for instance, once we worked like 32 hours straight.
Right.
I worked at Target, and then I came to meet him at the shop and helped him finish the rest of the night. And with a kid, you just can't do stuff like that, you know? And some of the
do stuff like that. That's a perfect excuse to have a kid. Sorry, boss, I can't work 36 hours straight.
We don't do that crap anymore. Right. But I'm just saying there's things you are harder to do, but some people can maintain it. It's just not for us. Okay, see you later.
Paul.
Dogs are like kids, great to interact with when there's someone else. Hey, Linda, how are you?
Hey.
And you want privacy? Yeah, not as much, for sure.
Yeah. We've talked about it, you know, and it's just like we don't feel like we could raise a kid in this world to a satisfactory level
for us.
And then also like we just like our dynamic,
right here.
Like having a third would just really throw a wrench in things.
Yeah, it's just not for us. It just comes down to it's just not for us. A lot of people are like, oh, you guys, blah, blah, blah. People don't do it to us anymore because it's like, I feel like it's a little pushy for people to be like, well, why don't you guys have kids? Well, why don't you RV? You know, like, I don't know. I'm just saying, like, it's a personal thing, you know. There's and no one should be made to feel guilty for not wanting to do it.
No, and we're not saying any of you guys.
Oh, no. You guys aren't. Right, just it's just not for everybody. You went okay. You guys skipped the midlife crisis, empty nest syndrome, and went straight to free living life. Woo! Yeah.
Yeah, we fast forwarded. We moved to Florida, did all the Florida stuff.
Got an RV.
Like this, you know, so yeah, we're 40 years ahead of the curve. So
it's awesome. Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, the only difference is we don't have a pension to live off of.
Yeah, but a lot of people don't have those anymore. Oh, goodness. Did the Florida retiree thing too. Yeah, totally. Totally did.
Well, Florida made me retire.
Yeah, Florida was the reason we retired. This little worn.
The pace there, and so many New Yorkers had moved to Florida. You know, we were just north of Miami, and you could just feel it in there. Like, nothing against New Yorkers, but like it's the pace and the tension and the self-centeredness of it all.
I think that was the thing.
And that's probably just Miami too, you know.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. That's a lot of people are like, you know, northern Florida, and I'm like, yeah, northern Florida maybe, but we lived 30 minutes from Miami, and everybody was in a hurry, and it was just not a pleasant place to be.
Paul says, although Luke in plaid shorts pulled up to mid chest would be so sexy. Man, I tried it. And I did the palm, was it the palm pattern shorts with the shirt?
Yeah, but that was when we were on the cruise. Yeah, he did that to be funny.
Yeah, that was very intentional. I can't do flip-flops, so I just can't pull those outfits off at all. I cannot stand sandals or flip-flops.
Yeah.
But,
that's gross.
I wonder if we can find out.
That's so funny. Yeah, maybe you can find your outfit that you wear, your tourist outfit. That was so cute. Yeah, we're enjoying it. Thank you, Linda. We're working up in Utah right now, work camping at a little RV park. And yeah, we're enjoying it. See if you can find your outfit. How are you doing? No, it was that day we went on the. Yeah, let's see if you can find like a long picture of it. It's so cute.
Silly. I called it my Bob Beecher outfit. It was a customer that we used to build cars for.
And he dressed like that, and Luke did that to be funny.
Yeah.
He wore that outfit on the cruise to be funny.
Yeah. with the socks. See, you gotta have the high top socks with the shorts.
Sometimes we have funny, just like we have fun just wearing outfits, just being silly.
Yeah.
Like today we were in Walmart and I saw this shirt that said, "My favorite people call me grandma." And I was like, I should get that shirt and wear it. And Luke's like, with super, super short shorts. And I'm like, yeah, because it would confuse the hell out of people. Like people already think I'm a kid. So they'd be really confused. Needed to be navy blue socks.
Right. Yeah.
And sandals. Yeah, but he can't do the sandals. But the sandals with socks would have been.
Yeah, it's like a, I don't know, moral boundary for me. I just can't do sandals. I just can't. I worked in a shop. Well, in the shop I worked at in Florida. Like, keep in mind, this was like an old, like 10-sided wood barn with the floor of the shop was like 2-inch thick wood.
Yeah.
Like you could get splinters. And all the guys that worked in the office, like our parts guys and stuff, all wore friggin' flip-flops around a shop with cars on jack stands and, you know, heavy parts, and wearing flip-flops. And I'm like, what the heck, you guys?
Like in Oklahoma, if you wear flip-flops in a shop, people would laugh at you and be like, you need to go home and change. Like steel-toed boots, you know?
Yeah, wood floors too. It was just like, it was the weirdest shop setup ever.
It's like, we know you're in Florida, guys, but you're working on cars.
Yeah. So put shoes on, you know? Like, never worked in a shop where it was okay to wear sandals.
Yeah, you'd think that would be a hazard for sure, but
it just. But that's how you knew who didn't actually do any work. You look around to see who was wearing flip-flops.
Yep.
Yeah, we didn't really do any of the welding and fabricating in that area. They had a built-in lean-to on the back that was paved in concrete. That's where most of the fabricating happened. But it was pretty silly. I mean, yeah, the weather's great in Florida, but like the humidity there, you're trying to work on raw sheet metal and you're just drenched in sweat. And it's like, you can't build a quality car when everything rusts in 30 minutes.
Yeah,
you know?
I can't even imagine how you did that. Yeah. He says, I've seen shops where they'll intentionally drop stuff on your foot to check if you've got steel-toe boots on.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like it could be a thing.
There's been a few times I was glad I did have them on. And mostly in the body shop stuff, like you get to the point where it's like you're more mindful. After you have a couple welds drop down your shoes, you're pretty well mindful of where your feet are at all times.
Yeah, you gotta be careful.
Yeah, I haven't worn steel toe in the body shops in a long time. Like when I was working in manufacturing and stuff, I would wear steel toes. But yeah, you get a weld drops down inside your shoe. That's fun. Do the fire dance.
Gosh, yeah. What's your style of beer called?
I don't
Chops.
know. Like
These are chops.
I call this chops, and then this I've had since high school. My little skid mark.
He calls it a skid mark. It's not. I don't think that's really what it's called. But
I don't know. Is it kind of style? Right now they're
chops
pretty
and something.
fluffy. Like I could fluff them up. Wolverine.
Wolverine preteen.
That's why I think a lot of people. We've had quite a few people mistake us for being Amish, and I think it's because of that.
You have the chops, and sometimes I used to wear clothes that looked kind of Amish, and we didn't realize it until people would call us out, and I was like, "No, we're not Amish."
So the landing strip is the female version of this. It's just not on their face.
Yeah. A landing strip for Luke. Ooh.
Airplane noises.
Hashtag equality. Yes, Paul. Yes. Oh man. We need a show that's just called Paul Says the Darndest Things. I love it. Makes me smile.
Did Paul get eaten by the frog? Is that why he said something?
I don't know. I'm trying to remember now. Paul, do you remember? You seem to have a much better memory than I.
Because I was rereading that story arc like last night. Literally.
Really?
Yeah. And I know I had it planned that like you guys come across a pond and like you get swarmed by a bunch of bugs and then a giant frog comes out of the pond. And like all this is happening. It was supposed to be like the bugs and the frog, they no mind you guys. It was mostly to put you guys in a situation like, oh crap, is something going on or not? And then there was a trapdoor spider too that was supposed to come out if you guys got too close to it.
Oh.
But I don't remember what exactly happened when we actually played that. But...
Yeah, I don't know. Cool talents?
No.
I mean, Luke can pretty much do anything. And I mean that like there's not been anything in the past 12 years I've met him that he couldn't do or watch a YouTube video and do directly after that.
Like except for like sing or play guitar.
Well, not stuff like that, but I mean like actual like anything that has to do with like putting things together, taking things apart, building things, like he can do that. Like with just watching one video. And I think that's a pretty cool talent. I can do weird stuff like I have a tennis racket somewhere around here and the middle's cut out of it and I can like bend my body in half and put it in a tennis racket. That's kind of cool. It's more like a parlor trick. We were helping Tansy with a vision quest type of thing, but it only got a session or two into it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, so were we in the Fae when that happened? Were we in the Fae?
No, that was when you guys went to the Fur World camp and they cast the stones.
Okay.
I think that's as far as we got. And then I think that was like one of the last games Cobain had made it to before things got shut down.
Okay. Yeah, Paul said that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Darn. Lainsies. Beep, 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 beep. Nope, 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 nope. So the other day, we were looking at these questions online. And it was like a would you rather. Like we were just really bored chilling in the room and we brought up these questions and we started asking each other and we got really into it. Like it got serious. So what the hell? We'll pull it up right now and we'll ask them would you rather. And then we'll tell you our answers. You tell us yours and why. Does that sound fun?
I didn't quite let you get eaten by the Otyug. Like, you should have gotten eaten. But
yeah, Paul, you totally should have gotten eaten on that one. I
kept pushing it off until they finally killed it.
Sure. Paul, you totally should have been done on that one. You know it. Oh, he was saying sure about the game one. that we're playing. Okay. Yeah. Play some games together. So some of these we've already done. Like we got, I think, into the 70s. So I'll just go ahead and. Okay, without getting too political, would you rather change the outcome of the last election or get to decide the outcome of the next election?
It's just all kinds of meta and weird because they tried changing the outcome of the last election.
Is this a trap? Is this a trap? I'm gonna say I would decide the outcome of the next election because we're already where we're at.
Right.
I would rather change the next election. Yeah. We're already done with that, guys. If we go back and change things, how much worse they could get.
Right.
Butterfly effect. Did you want more? No. Okay, so
next selection.
Luke, is that you too?
Yeah, definitely. I mean,
we're on the same page. That else want to chime in? Okay. Excuse me. Where's my? Oh, there it is. Would you rather lose the ability to read, ability to speak? I'm talking, you guys, but I would rather lose the ability to speak. I love to read too.
Yeah, I think I'd rather just not talk. Because I could still read and write, right? Writing's not speaking. So.
Yeah. Speak. I'm not a big talker.
Yeah.
Paul, you're so a big talker like I am. Or maybe it's just around us because you like us. So we're all in agreement. Planet Moolah, do you want to lose the ability to speak or the ability to write? Spell check had better get a whole lot better though.
Yeah.
I would rather lose the ability to read. It would be hard to get through life without talking. Okay. Yeah. All right. So we got 3 out of.
Would be hard.
All right. Would you guys rather kiss? You only have guys on this. I'm sorry. Would you rather kiss Chris Pratt, Chris Pine, Chris Evans, or Chris Hemsworth? I only know one of those Chris's, so I'll go with Chris Pratt.
So Pratt is the guy that plays in.
Is he Ant-Man?
No, he's the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Okay. Oh, Guardians of the Galaxy, yeah.
Chris Pine, I'm not too sure. Chris Evans is Captain America, and Chris Hemsworth is not Thor, but it's Thor's brother.
Oh, Loki?
No, like the guy that plays Thor.
Yeah.
Something Hemsworth.
It's his brother in real life.
Yeah, it's his real life.
I'm still gonna go with Chris Pratt. I don't know.
I think that's right.
Who's Chris Kringle? Chris Kringle.
Yeah.
That's not on the list.
It's Chris Pine. I have to Google.
We're gonna look them up.
Like
and
if
see
I
what
have
they
to
look
kiss
like.
one of them, I want to know who the hell they are.
I just chose a random one. I figured just be like a Chris peck, a quick peck. Chris Pine. Who's Chris Pine?
Oh, he's the guy that was in the D&D movie.
We picked Chris Pine.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like,
I think still Chris Pratt. Yeah. Chris Evans, who's that? Chris Evans. Paul said, can it be a 3-way kiss with Pratt?
Yeah, so Chris Evans is Captain America.
Okay, yeah. Paul said, can it be a 3-way kiss with Pratt and Hemsworth, please?
So did I get that right with Chris Hemsworth?
Let's check Chris Hemsworth and see, because I can't.
Oh, no, that is Thor.
Hemsworth.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, okay, that is Thor.
So yeah, he wants like a superhero 3-way, which is totally understandable.
That's fine. You can do that. I'll allow it. Star Trek.
Yeah, that's Chris Pine. Star Trek. He played Captain Kirk as well.
Let me see him again. Oh, I'm still gonna go with Pratt. Also, woohoo.
I don't know. Like, none of them really.
I mean, none of them are, but we have to pick one as part of the game.
Yeah.
He was in not another teen movie, Chris Evans. He was? Let me see.
Chris Evans.
We gotta look again. It's been a minute. I haven't seen those movies in a long time. Wait a minute. I think
Yeah, he was the jock. Yeah,
yes,
the
I know
jock,
exactly
yeah.
what you're talking about. Yeah.
I think I'm just gonna have to go with Chris Pine because, like, at least he does Star Trek, and he was really good in the D&D movie. Probably the most boring character, but he was all right. Like,
yeah,
screw it.
it
I'll just
still
go
worked.
with Chris Pine.
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys,
yeah,
thanks for playing along.
Snowpiercer, yeah.
Oh, Snowpiercer.
The movie, but not the show.
Okay, because I don't know if I've seen the movie.
Yeah, this movie wasn't very good. The show was
The
pretty
show
good.
is getting good. I mean, I think we only watched
They canceled
the
it.
first.
Or
They canceled it?
pulled it to
They
another
always do
network.
that.
Or something. I don't know.
It's so frustrating. Would you rather be beautiful and stupid or unattractive but a genius? I'm just gonna say beautiful and stupid. It's fine. Why not? Let's be real.
Yeah, I mean, I was just reading about a girl that had a PhD and decided to do OnlyFans and made $4 million in 2 years. So I'd be beautiful and stupid too.
I'm just saying. You're not stupid, or Paul. Being a good show is now considered. That's so true. People are stupid. I'm Charlotte. I'm glad we're all on the same page, guys. Nobody's trying to not impress any here, right? Would you rather have 7 fingers on each hand or 7 toes on each foot? I don't care either one, honestly, because I think people that have extra things going on are really cool.
I mean, really, like, if you're gonna have it, it might as well be on your hands, because as long as they're usable, like,
you know what? I think I'm gonna agree with you on that, because
Yeah.
shoes are gonna be a lot harder to find than 7 feet, but at least up here you don't have to have that.
was it and Princess Bride, does the guy, did he have 6 fingers, or I think he just had 6 fingers, right?
I think 6.
Yeah, I was thinking it'd be fun to actually be referenced as a different movie instead of Luke, I am your father all the time. But
Oh, Paul said ugly but smart. Oh, okay. Toes. I rarely wear sandals. Okay. From birth, fingers for the extra dexterity.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't want to scare kids with my hands. The 6-fingered man.
Yeah, the 6-finger man. He knows. Paul knows. Princess Bride.
I'm gonna go with the hands. I think I can pull off 7. I think I can pull off 7 fingers.
7's a lot.
It is, but
Like
you just
more.
yeah, you just put one right here and then one right there, and you're fine. You're good to go.
Yeah. But none of these decisions are meant to be easy.
Yeah, they're not. This is a tough call, guys. Okay. Would you rather work the job you have now for a year at double your current rate of pay, or have 1 year off with what you are making now?
1 year off.
1 year off, duh. Tell me I can get paid and not have to work.
Right.
I'm gonna go with that one. I don't know though, babe, because actually, if you think about it, if we worked here for 1 more year, double our pay, we could probably pay off our RV.
Yeah. But 1 year off is pretty nice.
Huh?
1 year off without having to work is pretty nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with that one. Oh, so the question is, would you rather work the job you have now for a year at double your current rate of pay, or have 1 year with what you're making right now? I see there's more people in the chat. You guys free to chime in on the game or ask questions. We're just hanging out, playing Would You Rather. Luke and I said we'd probably both just want to take a year off and get the money. Mula says, I think I would double the pay because I would get bored if I had 1 year off unless I was traveling the world. Honestly, it's true.
Yeah, and that's kind of
It's true.
I guess that's the advantage we have, because we're already in an RV.
We're traveling.
So that makes that choice. If I was living in a stick and bricks and had more responsibility, then I'd be like, okay, I'd rather just go ahead and work double pay for the year, because I'm going to be working regardless.
Right.
you
right.
know, like.
Right. Yep. But this isn't a bad gig to have. It's
No,
just
it's
the
not a bad
winter.
gig.
It's gonna get cold.
Yeah.
If it wasn't gonna get cold,
Yeah, if
I'd
it wasn't
probably.
for winter, I'd be like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, I'd choose the
I
first.
still want to be here in the winter.
I don't want to be in the snow. I don't want to be in the snow.
I can double pay wouldn't make me stay here in the winter.
All right, guys, I'm moving on to the next question. Would you rather be always stuck in traffic but find a perfect parking spot, or never hit traffic but always take forever to park? I'm going to say never hit traffic but take forever to park, because I don't have to necessarily park in a parking space. I could make a parking space. I don't want to be stuck in traffic all the time.
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't like transfer. Like, I'd rather get to my destination than have to spend 5 or 10 minutes to park versus spending the whole trip being stuck in traffic. That makes sense. Unless they're saying that's equivalent amount of time, it's just going to take you 3 hours to get there, and then it's going to take you 3 hours to park.
Yeah. I'm going to go with no traffic.
Yeah, I think
Can we show you guys this really pretty sunset really fast? I don't know how well you're going to be able to see it out the window, but it is. Can you hit that light for just a second? It's like a pinkish purple hue. Sometimes this happens with her. You guys see that? It's really pretty. Whee! Woo! Turned off the light. Got kind of dark in here. It's so pretty. That's a tough one. I would say never have traffic. Never hit traffic. I usually park in the last third of the lot, so not an issue for me. I have a question. Would you rather live in Kansas or London?
Yeah, just get me the fuck out of here.
And then and then it's like another area. Like you choose the other area. Like I get really bad road rage in traffic. Yeah. Yeah. It's beautiful. Yeah. It's so pretty. I wish I could show you guys, but it just doesn't pick up on the camera so well. It's really pretty back there, though.
Yeah, I think I'd rather go to London. I know London's got its problems too, but it's at least it's a change of
change of scenery and
And like I said, I mean, I'd just take the opportunity just to see a different part of the world, like you know.
For sure. All right, guys, we'll do just a few more of these. Super sensitive hearing.
That's hard.
That's a good one. Even the middle of nowhere, Kansas still beats. What? You think? So super sensitive taste buds or super sensitive hearing?
That's hard one.
I don't want super sensitive hearing, to be honest. Like if someone's talking some mess, I don't want to hear it. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to hear most of the time when people are talking the mess. Like I don't think I'd like that. Sounds are really like strong for me sometimes. I think I'd just rather have super sensitive taste buds.
Yeah, but my thought is at least there's like you can wear earmuffs or like earplugs, but like taste buds, everything you taste is going to be like
intensive.
Yeah, so
it's going to taste better. Ranch is going to taste better.
Is it going to taste better though? Like, or is it going to be like too much?
Right.
You know?
See, that's what Paul said. Taste, because extreme noises already really bother you. I wouldn't sleep if I had sensitive hearing. Yeah, I hear you. I can do the sensitive hearing. It's just sometimes even like people doing everyday things like hurts my ears. You want the sensitive hearing though? You can have it. You don't have to go with the group.
Yeah, I think I would go with sensitive hearing. Just if I had to put plugs in there, wear earmuffs all the time. At least I could still like eat and enjoy my food.
Yeah, Luke's a music guy, so he's gotta be able to hear everything really well.
Well, that that could work against. Like I don't know. There's ways to dull hearing temporarily. It's really hard to dull your taste.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, you could smoke and that would dull it.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Next question. Crap, I lost it. Hang on, guys. I gotta. Okay, there it is. Would you rather ask your ex or a total stranger for a favor? I'd rather ask a stranger, to be honest. I just would be more comfortable. But some people, that have better relationships with their ex, so maybe that would work better for them. For me, I just ask a stranger.
Yeah, I just asked a stranger. Like,
Oh, I'm sorry, Paul. You losing us? Stranger and my ex are toxic.
exes are exes for a reason.
Yeah.
So that one, Paul, was: would you rather ask a stranger for a favor or your ex for a favor?
Looks like some people's got some fires going on there. Oh my gosh, he's got one. Would you rather kill a puppy and nobody knows, or not kill a puppy but everyone thinks you did? That was bad.
Yeah.
Planet Moolah. That was bad. I'd rather not kill a puppy and people just assume that I did because I don't want to kill a puppy.
Yeah.
That's bad.
It's a hard one because, it's like one of those things, like if you keep being accused of something, you might as well do it. Right?
No!
But I'm not saying like as far as killing a puppy goes. But like
That's a bad one. Why did you pick that?
yeah, I couldn't.
We don't kill puppies around here.
So like I'm happy to let people think whatever they
want. Whatever they want.
That's never been a problem for me.
Right. Would you rather eat only pizza for a year or not eat any pizza for 5 years? I'll tell you a quick story. When I was in high school, I ate nothing but pizza for almost a whole year. So I'm going to go with that one because I really like pizza. I will go with that one.
So much variety of pizza now.
There is. But you can't have it for 5 years, or you can. I mean, see, you're just eliminating one thing.
Yeah, for 5 years,
or have it anything only pizza for a year, or no pizza for 5 years. I don't know though. I just had pizza. We just had pizza tonight, so it's hard to say. I'm gonna say pizza for a year.
Yeah, if someone else is paying for it, that's free food for a year. I'll take it.
Where did you get? Someone else is paying for it.
Well, if that's a dilemma, somebody better be paying for it.
Pizza for a year would make me huge.
Yeah, I definitely put on weight, but I mean, they got like cauliflower crust now. Like even
chocolate pizzas for dessert,
vegan
breakfast pizzas.
Yeah, like where you do like, the
Mexican pizza. Pretty much, technically, you could just have bread and you could put anything on it and call it a pizza. Right? Maybe not. That would make you sick after a while, wouldn't it? I don't know. I'm gonna try it. All right, guys, one more. Would you rather never get another present in your life, but always pick the perfect present for everyone else instead of everyone else? I like presents.
Stuff that counts.
Yeah, come on.
I hate presents. I've never been good with them. So I don't know.
So do you want to be good at giving presents?
Yeah, that'd make my life easier. Okay. These presents.
And then friends?
Yeah, sure.
Sorry. Oh, there's Paul. Everyone else, I'm terrible at choosing gifts and can always buy myself things I want.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I never thought of that. Everyone else. Wow, I'm an insensitive asshole. I'm so sorry. I really like presents. They make me feel nice. Got bad weather here. So Oklahoma thunderstorms going on.
I do miss a good thunderstorm.
Oh, they got a severe thunderstorm warning right now. And in effect. I miss a good thunderstorm too. Like I can almost feel it. I feel like I'm there with you, sitting under the awning, drinking a beer and watching the rain and the thunder, and it just seems so beautiful. I miss that.
I miss a good scary thunderstorm where you don't know if a tornado is coming or not.
Right, and your house is
I don't miss
shaky.
the sirens, but
yeah,
the sirens that go off for 4 hours straight at 2 in.
yeah, I don't miss
those.
that. I don't miss those either. I do miss a good thunderstorm though. And Oklahoma has the best thunderstorms. All right, Planet Moolah, thanks for hanging out with us. It was nice to chat with you.
Nice to chat.
See you later.
Take care.
We were only going to be on here for an hour, but we're on here for like an hour and 36 minutes. That happens. That's okay.
Yeah.
It's cool that Paul hopped on. It was nice to get to chat with him. It's been a minute.
Yeah.
It's been a minute.
I can't believe it's been, what?
3 years?
3 or 4 years since shutting down the D&D game. 3 years, maybe?
Well, 2020 was when the pandemic
RV
started.
for a year. We were in Florida for a year.
Yeah.
And then pandemic.
So maybe 2.5, 3 years.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I think I'm about ready to wind down.
Do we even... Okay, Paul, I know you keep losing signal, but I don't even know if we have your phone number. So you should send it to us if we don't.
Yeah.
Luke's going to check. Oh, cat. So the cat fountain needs water.
I have a Paul in my phone, but it's a 314 number. I don't know who that is.
It might be Paul. That's the only Paul we know, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think so.
Facebook. Pretty sure I have him on Facebook. But...
Yeah, we do. All right, Paul. I don't know if you can hear us. Your feed's going in and out, but stay safe in the storm. We're messaging you on Facebook right now to make sure that we have your number. Well, Luke's Facebook, I don't have one, but anyway, it was fun chatting with you guys. Thanks for hanging out with us, and I will try my damnedest to get a video up next Wednesday. Until then, see you later.
Bye.
Bye, guys.